Westwood One Radio Network. Speculation continues to swirl regarding Tom Brady's playing future. Buccaneers head coach Bruce Arians told the Tampa Bay Times over the weekend that he'd be shocked if Brady returned in 2022. It's been 3 weeks since Tom Brady announced his retirement, but he did say on a SiriusXM radio podcast that he would, quote, never say never to the possibility of playing again. NFL Network insider Ian Rappaport and Tom Pelissero reported the Buccaneers are leaving the door open in the event Brady changes his mind about retirement. In the meantime, Cowboys quarterback Dak Prescott says he would welcome the opportunity to be involved in offseason personnel decision-making. Prescott telling USA Today, quote, I'm not going in and knocking on doors saying, hey, I want this done, I want that done, but I'm pretty sure that my opinion will be valued in certain decisions. This has been NFL Network Now on the Westwood One Radio Network.
That's the sound of a crack in the ceiling found at a home inspection. But with a Realtor by your side, a newfound leak might only cause minor worries. With their expertise, a Realtor can suggest a credit at closing and even connect you to a contractor to help you shore up that leak and alleviate your worries. When it comes to cracks in your plans, the expertise of a Realtor can make all the difference. The difference between an agent and a Realtor is real. Realtors are members of the National Association of Realtors. That's who we are.
Attention vehicle owners. Due to the rise of new and used car prices, repair costs, and gas prices, CarShield is starting a low-cost monthly auto coverage plan to save drivers out-of-pocket expenses on covered auto repairs. Call now to get your free quick quote and find out how you can save thousands for covered auto repairs. 800-493-5545. Don't forget to ask about free roadside assistance and towing with your plan. Call 800-493-5545 now for your free quote. Again, 800-493-5545.
And we are the Imperial Valley's AM 1230 KXO, El Centro, California. Good day. It's another beautiful day in the neighborhood. Every day that you wake up and face the world is a good day, right, Gene?
It certainly is. Certainly is.
And we're due for a little bit of a change weather-wise, in case you're wondering.
Yeah, well, maybe.
Yeah, well, I think we've already been experiencing some of the wind, and for the most part, that's what we will get in the valley.
Yep.
And just to give you a heads up, there is a winter storm watch in effect for the mountains between here and San Diego.
And that's where people stand outside and watch the storm.
Exactly.
Okay.
Yeah, kind of like watching a tornado.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, Maud, that tornado is coming right towards us.
Yeah.
What do you think we ought to do? I don't know. Let's just watch.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's throwing cars up in the air.
Yes. Ooh, that's neat. Anyway, expecting high winds and snow in the mountains Tuesday into Wednesday.
Yeah, I don't think we're going to get any precipitation, but
I don't think we will either. I think for the most part it will stop in the mountains, but just to give you a heads up, if you've got a doctor's appointment in San Diego Tuesday or Wednesday, you might just keep a close eye on that.
yeah, keep your eye on the sparrow.
Better yet, listen to AM 1230 because we'll give you updated weather forecasts.
Yes, sirree.
It's what we do.
Every single day.
Yes. We've got birthdays to celebrate today. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Okay, let me find the birthdays here. Well, big shot birthdays. Actor Gary Lockwood is 85 today. He was in, among other things, 2001, A Space Odyssey. I think I was the only one that wasn't under the influence of anything when I first saw that movie.
The Space Odyssey?
Yes.
Yeah, I remember that. Had good music.
Oh, yes. Also, back Zarathustra, something like that.
Something or other.
Yeah. Actor Peter McEnery is 82. Record company executive David Geffen, 79. Actor Tyne Daly, she is 76. And actor Anthony Daniels, C-3PO in the Star Wars film, is 76. Actor Christine Ebersole, 69. Actor William Peterson, 69. Kelsey Grammer, 67. Singer Mary Chapin Carpenter, 64. Actor Kim Coates is 64. Actor Jack Coleman is 64. Actor Christopher Atkins, 61. Actor William Baldwin is 59. Actor Anjuneo Ellis is 53. Actor Titus Burgess, 43. Actor Jennifer Love Hewitt, 43. Comedian, director Jordan Peele of Key and Peele, 43. Actor Brendan Sexton, 42. Actor Ashley Green, 35. Actor Elliot Page, 35. Actor Corbin Blue is 33. Actor Haley Orentia is 28. Actor Sophie Turner, 26. And are you ready for the local folks?
Local birthdays. They are headed your way.
We have happy birthday wishes going out today to Carlos Adame, Hilario Castro, Charles McGee, Hero Palacios, Carmen Carrillo, Sandy Harris, Rosa Garcia, Lupe Solis, Jerry Cortez, Jaime Garibay, Joe Cosio, Pablo Hernandez Jr., Jaime Lee Chavarin, Sonny Vallejo, Gail Conant, Christina Baker, Stephen Ford, Patsy Jernigan, Rolly Cordova, Rosa Swarthout, Luz Marie Guevara, and Waddell Hill. Happy birthday from KXO. And many happy returns. Today is President's Day.
Now, but do we know? I mean, they've changed it and everything so many different times, or it certainly seems that way.
Yes.
Is this the real one?
This is the real one. Okay. Used to be we'd get, Lincoln's birthday off and George Washington's birthday off. So they combined them, and it is now President's Day.
But they took something somewhere. I know they did.
Oh, well, we're dealing with the government. They've taken a lot of things. So, yeah, the government giveth and the government taketh away. So, and did you have a good weekend?
Yeah, it's about perfect, really. How about you?
Yeah, Pam and I went to Yuma and visited with my old college roommate and his wife. They spending a couple of days in Yuma to just get away.
Well, now they live in the Arizona area, don't they?
They live in Prescott.
Prescott. Okay.
Yeah.
Yes, sirree. So have they gotten converted to being a zonie?
Well, Steve has lived in Arizona before. So, yeah, it wasn't that difficult. And as you know, Prescott is made up mostly of Californians.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
That may have been the toughest adjustment for them. Getting used to Californians.
Yeah. Prescott.
Yeah, Steve and I roomed together for 2 years at San Diego State, so.
Well, he's adjusted well then.
He has adjusted well. Adapted.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's probably the word I was looking for.
Yeah. But Saturday I got, Saturday is get the piddly little chores done around the house.
Okay. So did you?
I got most of them done, yes.
Okay. Well, that's good.
Yeah. Happy to report that we are finally getting tomatoes.
Yeah, well, your contract, you signed that contract, didn't you?
Yeah.
The guarantee, yeah.
We got to deliver them pretty soon, but they're not ready for harvest yet. We're still probably 2 weeks away from being able to harvest.
Well, all you need to do is just have them send you the money.
Exactly.
The heck with the tomatoes.
Isn't that the way farming works?
Well, I don't know.
Yeah.
Trying to figure that out.
Okay. Somebody told me the best way to make $1 million in farming is start out with 2 million.
2 million, yeah.
Yes.
Lost $1 million.
Yeah, okay. Are you ready for news?
Ready.
Well, we've got news. We're going to start off with a look at World and California news headlines. And they are brought to you this morning by your friends in the business, Lock Air Conditioning, your year-round comfort specialist.
CBS News Special Report. President Vladimir Putin on state TV last hour insisting Russia must consider the independence of two breakaway regions of eastern Ukraine, a step that would inflame tensions with Kyiv and the West over a possible invasion. Correspondent Charlie D'Agata is in the Ukrainian capital.
The overwhelming majority of people here believe, or at least hope, that President Putin's aim is to launch a limited invasion to the east, where Ukrainian forces have been battling Russian separatists for years.
National Security Advisor Jake Sullivan on CBS Mornings on U.S. concerns.
We have seen before how a small war in Europe can grow if we don't stand up in strong and resolute terms to defend our allies and partners.
Russia's top intelligence official calls Western accusations of a planned attack war propaganda cooked up by the State Department. CBS News Special Report. I'm Deborah Rodriguez.
Become a Lock Air Conditioning VIP customer and get special pricing on cooling and heating tune-ups all year long. Call today to become a Lock Air Conditioning VIP customer at 760-93-LOCKE. That's 760-93-LOCKE. Lock VIPs receive discounted service and maintenance, discounted repairs, and priority service with prompt service. Lock Air Conditioning is your local York dealer, but they repair it all. So when the need arises, don't hesitate to call Lock Air Conditioning at 760-93-LOCKE. That's 760-93-LOCKE. Lock, the only name in air conditioning for over 40 years. York, install with confidence. Contractor's license number 696216.
California headline news. NTSB investigators on scene near Newport Beach looking into the cause of that deadly helicopter crash that killed a Huntington Beach police officer Saturday and injured another.
We have video and witnesses both describing essentially a spiral descent into the water and then a collision. The tactical flight officer sustained fatal injuries, and the pilot was released from hospital.
Elliot Simpson with the NTSB. The helicopter returning from a call when it went down. Ukrainians across the state holding rallies over the weekend, calling for an end to the threat of a Russian invasion of Ukraine. Mikhailo Lavris organized a rally in Westwood.
People understand that Ukraine will fight until the end, and that gives people hope that, even though if Russia does dare to invade Ukraine even further, it will be something that Russia will regret immediately.
President Biden reportedly agreeing to a summit meeting with Vladimir Putin if an invasion doesn't happen first. Snow possible in the Sierra today. Rain Tuesday in the Bay Area. Cold snap continuing in the southern region. Jeff Scott, California News.
World in California News headlines brought to you this morning by Lock Air Conditioning, your year-round comfort specialist. For sales, for service, call the experts. Lock Air Conditioning and custom sheet metal.
Hey team, it's a full house. We got to pick up the pace.
At Hank's Restaurant, the line goes around the block.
Is this for 12? Okay, I need the truffle oil drizzle.
What he needs is another line cook.
Oh man, are the quail breasts still in the sous vide? Dave, can you keep an eye on that, please?
Indeed can help him hire great people fast.
I need Indeed.
Indeed you do. Instant Match instantly connects you with quality candidates whose resumes on Indeed match your sponsored job description. Visit Indeed.com/credit and get $75 towards your first sponsored job. Terms and conditions apply.
You're always up for some fun with the family, so you order the essentials, a new board game, some baking supplies, and even a new projector for outdoor movie night. And with the Bank of America customized Cash Rewards credit card, you can choose to earn 3% cash back on online shopping, which could increase to up to 5.25% as a preferred rewards member. Rewards which you can put toward an extra treat that everyone will enjoy, like an old-fashioned popcorn machine. Visit bankofamerica.com/more rewarding and apply now. Copyright 2021 Bank of America Corporation.
It's page one of the local news, page one of service of Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers with 2 locations in the Imperial Valley, a 3rd location. We're going to tell you about it later this week, maybe early next week. Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers, ready to serve.
You've been saying that a long time. It just occurred to me.
Yeah.
Yeah, those words.
Well, they've been working on it a while because, things like that you're going to do it right. And they're doing it right.
Perfection.
Exactly.
Well, the grand opening of Chelsea Development. The new development is on West Adams Avenue in El Centro. The 2-story, 56-unit affordable apartment community includes recreation amenities, a tot lot, a bocce ball, and a barbecue area. 10 of the units are set aside specifically for residents with developmental disabilities. El Centro Mayor Tomas Olivas joined Chelsea Investment Corporation Mayor Pro Tem Martha Cardenas Singh and Council Member Sylvia Mataquin for the grand opening. During the ceremony, the mayor, Mr. Tomas, said one of the most basic human rights is a place to call home. He said over the past months, the pandemic has exemplified the need for affordable options as the cost of housing in California continues to rise and become out of reach for many. The new development is located at 1725 West Adams Avenue in El Centro. Well, Caltrans has a beautification project or two. Caltrans has been allotted $312 million for 126 projects. 2 of those projects are in Imperial County. $1.9 million will be used for the Calexico International Gateway Project. The project includes installing a gateway monument and beautify the areas at the Highway 7 connection with the Nina Lee Road near the U.S.-Mexico border with the decorative inert material like boulders and gravel. $3.8 million will fund the Imperial County Community Improvements Project. That project includes beautifying and improving locations by installing both stop shelters in Hopeville, Brawley, and Calipatria, and enhancing roadway, medians, and pedestrian safety improvements in El Centro along Highway 86. Funds will also be used to clean up trash along the roadways in the Caltrans system. KXO News Time 7:44.
Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers have the best price on name brand tires sold at Quick Lane, guaranteed. Just ask your Quick Lane service advisor. Now we're talking the best brands available: Michelin, Continental, Pirelli, Dunlap, Kelly, Bridgestone, and more. And we're talking the best price. Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers. They service all makes and all models, and you never need an appointment. Quick Lane in the Brawley Auto Center, Highway 86 in Julia Drive, and on Imperial Avenue next to Food for Less in El Centro.
A multi-alarm fire extensively damaged an Imperial house. The City of Imperial Fire Department responded to the report of smoke and flames coming from a house in the 200 block of Mazatlan Street at about 2 p.m. Thursday. The first firefighters on the scene initiated a second alarm for mutual aid and began evacuating residents of neighboring homes. No injuries were reported. Personnel and equipment from the City of El Centro and Imperial County resigned to the fire. Cause of the blaze remains under investigation. That concludes this edition of Local News. Stay with us for Page 2.
Page 1 of the local news, a service of Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers in Brawley and El Centro. Quick Lane, they service all makes and all models, and you never need an appointment.
Now at T-Mobile, you can get the incredible iPhone 13 on us on the network with more 5G bars in more places.
This is the year, Amelia. The year I become a famous influencer.
Oh, yeah? Why's that?
I just got the new iPhone 13 at T-Mobile. It has the most advanced dual camera ever on an iPhone, so my videos and photos are gonna look amazing. And check it out. I have 5G, even out here.
Whoa.
I'll be able to post tons of content. Us influencers gotta stay fresh, you know?
Nice. So where are you going to learn to sing or dance or something?
Better. Yodeling. Ooh, let's hike up that hill and do a live stream. Yodeling.
I'm good. Thanks.
Head into T-Mobile today, because when you switch, you can get the new iPhone 13 on us on every plan with eligible trade-in. All on T-Mobile's 5G network, with more 5G bars in more places.
Phone via 24 monthly bill credits with qualifying new line plus tax for well-qualified customers. Contact us before canceling service to continue remaining bill credits or credit stop and balance on required finance agreements due. T-Mobile is America's largest 5G network. Details at T-Mobile.com.
Is Page 2 of the local news, Page 2 and weather, brought to you by the Town Pump in Westmoreland, open Tuesday through Fridays at 4:30, and by Brownie's Diner in Brawley, open every day, 7 a.m. till 3 p.m.
Continuing with more local news, Imperial Police are investigating a school threat. One arrest has been made. Thursday evening, the Imperial Police Department's a school resource officer received information from Frank Wright Middle School administration of a possible threat. Imperial Police officers swiftly responded to the information that resulted in the arrest of a juvenile. The arrest was made off-site after school hours. Based on the arrest, the school has been deemed safe. The Imperial Police Department will continue its investigation in collaboration with the Imperial Unified School District. Anyone with any information regarding the threat to Frank Wright Middle School should call 760-355-4327. The department says they'll take all school threats, and they do, very seriously. Border Patrol rescues 10. It happened early last Wednesday morning. The 10 were lost in the Acumba Wilderness region at around 3:45 in the morning. Operators of the remote video surveillance system observed a group of 10 cross into the U.S. from Mexico by walking around the border fence. Agents in the field were notified. At 4:50 that morning, El Centro Sector Dispatch received a call from the California Highway Patrol notifying them of a lost group. The call was made by a female and her son who said they were lost with 8 other individuals. The GPS coordinates provided by the CHP indicated it was the same group the surveillance operators were observing. Agents located the group at around 5:15 in the morning. All the individuals were placed under arrest and taken to El Centro for processing. Since October, El Centro Sector Border Patrol agents have successfully rescued 117 individuals who were lost, in distress, or abandoned by smugglers. And finally, schools will open soon in Baja. Baja California governor asked parents to get ready. Classroom instruction will return soon. Baja California Governor Marina Avila made the announcement this week after nearly 2 years of virtual instruction during the pandemic. Schools are expected to gradually reopen. The governor announced the plan after a significant drop in COVID-19 cases. Some schools are already gradually reopening, but the governor says the pace will pick up soon. The state plans on meeting with teachers' unions to determine the reopening date. She said parents and school officials should start preparations now. We'll be back with a look at the weather.
When you're ready for great home-style cooking, there are 2 locations for the best in the Imperial Valley. Brownie's Diner, 990 Main Street in Brawley. Open 7 days a week, 7 a.m. to 3 p.m., featuring delicious breakfast and lunch entrees, including menudo, liver and onions, and meatloaf. The Town Pump in Westmoreland is open Tuesday through Saturday at 4:30 p.m., specializing in delicious prime ribs, steaks, chicken, salmon, and lobster. So for a great dining experience, visit Brownie's Diner, 990 Main Street in Brawley, and the Town Pump in Westmoreland.
Here's Carroll Buckley with the weather update.
According to the National Weather Service, unsettled weather conditions are expected through midweek as a series of weather disturbances will bring enhanced winds, much cooler temperatures, and precipitation in the form of lower elevation rain and mountain snow. More tranquil conditions with moderating temperatures are expected by the latter half of the work week into next weekend. Our high yesterday, 79, 43 the low. Winds peaked at 31 miles an hour early this morning. Today will be partly sunny through mid-morning, then becoming sunny with a high near 73. West winds 10 to 15 miles an hour, increasing to 20 to 25 miles an hour this afternoon. Wind gusts could reach as high as 45 miles an hour. Tonight clear with a low around 48. West wind 15 to 20 miles an hour with gusts as high as 30 miles an hour. Tuesday, increasing clouds with a high near 67. There is a 20% chance of showers after 10 a.m. It'll be windy with west-southwest wind 15 to 25 miles an hour. Gusts as high as 35 miles an hour. And we have 58 degrees downtown, 47% relative humidity. Wind out of the west at about 15, gusting up to 25 miles an hour. Page 2 of the local news brought to you by Brownie's Diner in Brawley. open every day. And by the Town Pump in Westmoreland, Imperial Valley's fine dining experience. I've got a suggestion. Why don't you take a short trip to the Peanut Patch in Yuma? The Peanut Patch, well, it's so much more than peanuts. Yeah, it's a great place to visit. You can spend the better part of a day there if you want, and you'll find the Peanut Patch with many homemade chocolates. They offer fresh English toffee, plain or covered in milk chocolate, pecan turtles that are to die for, made from scratch with a special recipe. You'll love their yogurt-covered peanuts, raisins, and almonds. So many great things available at the Peanut Patch in Yuma. Now, the Peanut Patch is open Monday through Saturday, 9 a.m. till 5 p.m. Yuma time. They are closed on Sunday. And if you want to get to the Peanut Patch, I would suggest you Google Peanut Patch. Yeah, just Google the Peanut Patch. You'll get directions. The Peanut Patch in Yuma. What a great way to spend a day. It's Sports Time, brought to you by Pioneers Memorial Healthcare District, an affiliate of the Scripps Health Network, working together to provide you the best care. Steph Curry put on a shooting clinic all evening as he hit 16 three-pointers and scored 50 points as Team LeBron beat Team Durant 163-160 in the NBA All-Star Game. And Phoenix Suns guard Chris Paul will be out for the next 6 to 8 weeks because of an avulsion fracture in his right thumb. The injury, a massive blow to the Suns, who have the league's best record. Michigan's men's basketball coach, Juwan Howard, hit Wisconsin assistant Joe Krabanoff's face in the post-game handshake line between the teams, setting off a brawl involving coaches and players from both sides. Both teams began pushing and shoving. Yeah, it's under review by the Big Ten.
Pioneers Memorial Healthcare District, ready to serve you and your family for all your healthcare needs. Let our team of dedicated physicians guide you on your journey to better health. Pioneers is a recognized leader in healthcare and has more than 10 health centers and clinics throughout the Imperial Valley. When the need arises, don't hesitate to come and see us. We have services and locations in Calexico and Brawley, and of course, our award-winning hospital, Pioneers Memorial. For more information on all of Pioneer's services, visit pmhd.org today.
Roger Penske had one rule at the Daytona 500 for his drivers: do not wreck each other. Yeah, and his orders were followed. Austin Cindric worked with teammate Ryan Blaney over the closing laps and won the Daytona 500 as a celebration of Penske's 85th birthday. Meanwhile, Chase Elliott skipped free agency and signed a 5-year contract extension with Hendrick Motorsports, announced just hours before the Daytona 500. That's it for Sports Time, brought to you this morning by Pioneers Memorial Healthcare District. Log on to pmhd.org for more information about Pioneers Memorial Healthcare District.
Since 1901, Imperial Printers Rocket Copy has provided the finest printing and copying services from start to finish. When you choose Imperial Printers Rocket Copy, you can feel confident in our expertise and personal attention to your project. We have a team of professional graphic designers ready to take your ideas and make them a reality. From promotional merchandise, full-color brochures, blueprints, and high-speed copies to business forms and everything else in between, Imperial Printers Rocket Copy offers dependable and affordable quality printing. Thank you for choosing locally owned and operated Imperial Printers Rocket Copy. We have convenient locations near you at 430 West Main Street and 100 South 11th Street in El Centro and 184 South Plaza in Brawley.
And it's time for our financial news and a brief look at the weather, brought to you by Southwest Security, a locally owned company protecting you and your property. It's President's Day. So what's open? Banks are closed. Okay. Yeah. And federal government closed. The U.S. Post Office will not deliver mail today. It's a day off for school across the country. Restaurants, retailers, and most businesses remain open. Nearly 4 months ago, amid a firestorm of critical coverage stemming from a whistleblower's leaks, Facebook shifted its strategic focus to building an immersive version of the internet it calls the metaverse. This week, the company continued with its rebranding campaign. Yeah, and the newsfeed. For years, the centerpiece of the Facebook user experience is being rebranded simply as Feed. Yeah, why not?
Hi, this is Jason Jackson, owner of Southwest Security. I've been providing private security locally for more than 20 years and have owned Southwest Security for more than 6.5 years. I'm proud to announce that we have over 250 employees working here in Imperial and Coachella Valley. Last year, I opened Southwest Postal, offering you 24-hour access 365 days a year. P.O. Box service to you. Also located at Southwest Security at the corner of 4th and Heil in El Centro. If you're in the need for security services, please call us at Southwest Security at 760-970-4500. That's 970-4500.
It'll be partly sunny through mid-morning, then becoming sunny. Look for a high near 73. West winds 10 to 15 miles an hour, increasing to 20 to 25 miles an hour this afternoon, with wind gusts as high as 45 miles an hour at times. Right now, downtown El Centro, we are holding at 58 degrees. 47% relative humidity, wind out of the west at about 15 miles an hour, gusting up to 25 miles an hour at times. Financial news and the weather brought to you by Southwest Security Services, offering 24-hour-a-day post office boxes at Southwest Postal, 4th and Heil, El Centro.
At Burgers and Beer, we want to make your every visit a great visit. We want you to have great service. We want your taste buds to dance with happiness and your thirst to be quenched. We want you to enjoy great sports and great music. But most of all, we want you to enjoy your friends, your family, your date, your business meal, your party, your mom, your dad, and even Aunt Karen. At Burgers and Beer, we're all about you. 5 locations to serve you: El Centro, Yuma, Temecula, La Quinta, and Rancho Mirage.
The best oldies on the radio. KXO El Centro, the Imperial Valley's local news source.
CBS News brought to you by the Imperial Valley Economic Development Corporation.
The Hour, sponsored by the Exogen Temporal Scanner.
I'm Steve Kathan. Russia's President Vladimir Putin says his country could recognize breakaway regions in eastern Ukraine, and a decision on that could be made today. The U.S. and other countries have previously warned that might be a prelude to an all-out invasion. National Security Advisor Jake Sullivan on CBS Mornings.
We have seen before how a small war in Europe can grow if we don't stand up in strong and resolute terms to defend our allies and partners.
Britain's Defense Minister Ben Wallace has told Parliament in the last 48 hours there has been an increase in Russian troops, and 65% of Moscow's land combat power is now along Ukraine's borders.
These are not the actions of the Russian government fulfilling its repeated declarations that it has no intention of invading Ukraine.
CBS's Cammie McCormick says there are still some diplomatic rays of light.
Despite tensions increasing on the ground with shelling in eastern Ukraine and Russian claims Ukrainians are stepping up attacks, which Kiev denies, plans are in the works for both a meeting between Secretary of State Blinken and his counterpart and President Biden and Russian President Putin. Both meetings would hinge on whether Russia has invaded Ukraine.
In Cairo, setting the stage for a global climate summit in November, U.S. Envoy John Kerry acknowledged the Ukraine crisis.
That does not change the reality of what is happening every day with respect to our climate. That is a national, international security threat.
COVID outbreak in the House of Windsor. CBS's Vicki Barker has the latest on 95-year-old Queen Elizabeth.
The Queen has been living in lockdown almost entirely at Windsor Castle all through the pandemic, but it appears a number of staffers there have now tested positive. Palace officials insisting the 95-year-old monarch has only mild symptoms.
Here at home, closing arguments today in the federal hate crimes trial of the 3 men convicted of murdering Ahmaud Arbery in Georgia. CBS's Janet Shamlian.
This case is all about motive, and it hinges on whether the 3 defendants pursued Ahmaud Arbery and killed him because of racist views. They need to prove intent in the moment.
A 3rd former cop has taken the stand in Minneapolis today now in the federal civil rights trial stemming from George Floyd's killing. A group of football player agents is threatening to boycott the upcoming NFL scouting combine in Indianapolis over concerns that a COVID bubble is too strict, keeping the players from personal trainers and nutritionists as they show off their talent for pro execs ahead of the NFL draft. This is CBS News.
Fever is the #1 COVID symptom, so be safe with an accurate thermometer. Only Exergen is proven accurate in more than 100 studies. Learn more at Exergen.com.
Now an important message from Exergen. A critical new FDA study proves that the widely used non-contact thermometers are not accurate and have high probabilities for false negative readings. New COVID strands are on the rise, and non-contact manufacturers are being irresponsible at a time when accuracy matters most. Accurate temperature measurements are essential. Don't wait. Switch to Exergen because they are accurate and backed by over 100 clinical studies. Be sure, be accurate with Exergen. Learn more at Exergen.com.
With no fees or minimums and no overdraft fees, banking with Capital One is the easiest decision in the history of decisions. Even easier than choosing Charles Barkley in a pickup game.
We'll take Barkley.
Ha! First pick! Sorry, kids! Yep, even easier than that. With no fees or minimums and no overdraft fees, is it even a decision?
Okay, here's the plan. Pass me the ball every time.
This is banking reimagined. What's in your wallet?
Terms apply. See CapitalOne.com/bank for details. Capital One NA, member FDIC.
One country's reopening its doors to tourists and vaccination cards are not needed.
Israel will allow both vaccinated and unvaccinated tourists into the country beginning on March 1st. The decision comes as the latest wave of the coronavirus recedes and most restrictions have been removed. It's great news for the Israeli economy. A return to tourism after a 2-year shutdown could revive tens of thousands of jobs. Robert Berger, CBS News, Jerusalem.
From quick vacations to mattress sales, Americans are marking President's Day today. Miami has had quite the show, a 60-story skyscraper with the world's tallest digital Happy President's Day message. And the animation system also features the world's largest LED American flag. Electronic images of Washington and Lincoln are part of it, too. Steve Kathan, CBS News.
Imperial Valley Business Resource Center is a one-stop shop for business development. We provide a complete roadmap to success for startups, entrepreneurs, and small to medium-sized businesses. Our in-house services include startup assistance, workforce development, manufacturing assistance, site selection, access to capital, accounting, cash flow management, permitting assistance, government contracting, international trade, incentive analysis, and more. Contact IVBRC today at 760-353-8332 or visit ivbrc.org to get started.
CBS News, a service of the Imperial Valley Economic Development Corporation. It's all here.
And now, more of the best oldies on the radio with Carroll